Hi, it's Mary. Welcome to the Paper Turtle. And I have another awesome haul video for you today. I've got quite a bit of stuff and I'm just going to get through all of it because right now my goal is to get it all put away, and I've finished with all of my big projects that I've been working on. So I want to get my room cleaned up and cleared out so that I can, well, start on another project, I guess. So I'll start with what's right in front of me, get it off my desk and out of my way, and then I'll proceed to the other stuff that I have here. Okay, some books. This first one is an Audubon Society pocket guide, Birds of North America. And if you just heard that, excuse me, that's my husband's phone notification. It's a goat scream. That thing goes off in a store and people look around and kids go, "What was that?" It's pretty funny. But that's what that scream was, if you heard it. Anyway, this book has these gorgeous full color pictures. And I think that these would make really great postcards. Like if I were to glue this onto like an index card or something and make the back side of it like a postcard or something like that. That's kind of what I thought of when I saw these pictures. They're really, really pretty. And they're photographs and they're full color, and look at that one. So I like that one. I got these for Beatrix Potter books. These were like 4 for 50 cents or something like that. It was crazy cheap, and they are, well, that one's got a little, the page on it is coming up. The others are all kind of like that, but they're not super old. They are actually from 1992 is this edition of them. But they're in like unused condition. And at first, you know, my first thought was, oh, these, you know, Beatrix Potter, they're gorgeous illustrations. But then my second thought was, I wonder if my grandkids would like these books. You know, I like to read to my granddaughter, especially the youngest one, and these would be kind of fun. So now I don't know if I'm going to cut them up and use them or not. I might keep them for a while and then cut them up. I do have other Beatrix Potter illustrations that I can use in journals if I want to. So I don't have to cut these up yet because I don't need them. But so I think these are going to go in the save pile for now. This is a guide to butterflies and caterpillars, and it has really nice like vintagey looking pictures. Aren't those pretty? Yeah. I can either fussy cut them, I can use the whole page. Really, really nice and aged, and they're not, it's not glossy. Sometimes, you know, sometimes I like the glossy and sometimes I don't. So these aren't glossy. Look at how pretty they are. I don't need any more of these books, but you know, sometimes when you see them, you just feel like you have to grab them. This is called the Country Diary Christmas book. And again, it's not, the book itself is not old. It is from 1993, but the illustrations in it are so much fun. It's like Victorian era. And they don't even have to be Christmas. Some of them are Christmassy and some of them are not. Like that is not Christmassy, but that's like shabby chic, Victorian pink, pretty kind of stuff. So there's all kinds of stuff in here. There's a lot of Christmas stuff like that, but there's a lot that's not necessarily Christmas. There's some nature type stuff. So it's got a variety of stuff in it. I thought that would be fun to, yes, I will cut that up. And, well, The book wouldn't be bad for a Christmas type journal. Or it's plain, so it could be anything, but it's a pretty color. Got those end pages in it that are Christmassy. So, yeah, that's got a lot of possibilities there. I'm going to put this light on because I forgot, and I don't know how well you can see. This I picked up at an estate sale where they had... this guy was a collector of all kinds of cowboy and Indian stuff. And, I mean, the house was full of it. Just so much of it. And he had a lot of very high-end, expensive coffee table type books, but they were asking a lot of money for them, so I didn't. This was the only thing I got there, I think. And this was like $1. So it's a collector's guide, I believe. Box office buckaroos, or maybe not even a collector's guide. It's just talks about the old Western movies. The Lone Ranger, and I mean, to me it looks like a collector's guide because it has stuff like that in it, dolls, and so I just thought that the images in there were a lot of fun. I do want to make some type of a Western cowboy horse themed journal at some point, and I think that these images will go really well in there. So I hope you can see. I always, have to check my camera, make sure you're seeing everything. I'm going to raise it up just a tiny bit, I think. Okay. So that's that one. I thought that was pretty nice. And I'm going to put all these on the floor. So I have room here. Okay. All right. Then I picked up... This is just paper. But it's nice, like typewriter paper. It says on the front that it's electronic paper. And when I was checking out at the estate sale, the girl was like, "So what is electronic paper?" I'm like, I don't know. It's just paper that you use. It's got like watermarks on it. I don't know if you can see that. I can see it because the light's shining through, but it's just a nice thin, nice weight paper for junk journals. Obviously, that's what I'm collecting this stuff for. So whenever I see different kinds of paper, I just grab it because you can never have too much paper, This one, this is a journal, obviously. It's made with like homemade paper, what they consider homemade paper. I don't know if it's actually homemade or if it's just, that's what they call it. But it's that kind of paper, Now this had a lot of pages torn out of it, and that's fine because there's still quite a bit of paper in here. And I can use the cover as another journal. I'd have to figure out how to take it apart, I think, because I don't know how I'd use it as is. But it's got all this paper in it, and I don't know, I paid like maybe 50 cents for it, so it was worth it. I kind of like this. I don't know, I've seen this stitching on people's journals, and I don't know what it's called. I'm just not that knowledgeable in the different stitches. I'm sure some of you know. If you do, let me know in the comments below, because I would like to research and see how to do this stitch. And I don't even know like where the beginning or end of the string is, because I don't know how to do that stitch. So if you know what this is called, can you comment below and let me know so that I can look it up and see if I can figure... Oh, there it is. There's the end of it. See if I can figure out how to do this stitch. I think that'd be fun to do. This, I don't think they realized what was in here at the estate sale. They had this in with a bunch of old books. And And I grabbed it, and look at what it is. It's 3 handkerchiefs. They've never been taken out of the box. The labels are still on there. But look at how this is folded. It's folded so that there's 1, 2, 3 pockets right there, if you can see that. Now, my first thought when I saw this was, ooh, this would be so pretty in a junk journal. Of course, I get it home and I start looking at it, and I realize this has never been taken out of the box. Now, the box is not in real good shape. There's no date on it anywhere. So I don't know when this is from. But now I'm reluctant. I get these things and I get them home and I'm like, oh, I don't want to mess with that. So I don't know. I don't collect handkerchiefs, so I don't know what else I'm going to do with it. I don't know, but I have it now, so I'll just put it with my stuff, and maybe someday I'll just look at it and say, nope, I'm going to use it. I don't know. This one estate sale I went to, I think at one point in time, the woman, well, I know that at one point in time she had made cards, greeting cards, because they were selling some of her cards. They had a couple boxes of them for like 50 cents each, which I felt bad because I know how much goes into making cards. And I kind of flipped through them. I was going to get a few maybe to use as examples to make some cards, but if I'm honest with myself, I'm not a card maker, so I really didn't get any. And she didn't really have much craft stuff, but she had this, and this is a mini pizza box. And there's, I don't know how many in here, quite a few. And I thought, well, maybe I could make a journal out of these, or decorate the box to put a journal inside. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'll do with them. They're from Stampin' Up, and I think she might have been a Stampin' Up person because of all the cards. A lot of them looked like they might have been Stampin' Up type of cards. So I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with these. If you have any ideas, let me know. Sometimes I just get things. And these also were at the same place, and these are those handmade paper stuff. I just thought they'd be good texture to go in a journal. Fabrics. These are from the thrift store. This one is got cats on it. Thought it was cute. I think it'd make a cute spine for a little golden book, maybe. This is silk. And it was only $1.25, and there's quite a bit of it here. So I think that would make a good cover. Let me look at the design. I'm not even sure exactly what the design of it is. I think it might have these giant polka dots on it. Let's look at it and see. Staples and tape and ties. They don't want you unrolling this fabric in the store. That's for sure. Goodness. Okay. All right, here we go. Yep, it's got polka dots all over it. But it's pretty. I love the color of the silk. It's really nice. I think this is called Dupioni silk, if I remember correctly from my fabric days. I used to work at a place that sold fabric wholesale to interior decorators and designers. So I don't know a whole lot about dress fabric, but upholstery and drapery fabric I did learn a little bit about. And I believe this is a Dupioni silk made for draperies, I think. Don't quote me on it. This I thought was kind of cool. I haven't looked in it yet. It was $2, but it's a bunch of S&H green stamps and whatever these orange stamps are. Some other kind of stamp. And then a couple of books that they go in. So I thought those would be really fun to play with. And what's that? There's something else in there too. Let's see. I have another couple of books of green stamps, but the books themselves are full. You know, what I'm going to do is get a bigger bag to put this stuff in, because oh, that bag's way too big. Hold on, that's coming. Maybe this will work. Oh, it's a coupon for Aunt Jemima. That's funny. So, look at all those stamps. Oh my goodness gracious, that's a lot of stamps. Here's a green stamp book, and it is, oh look it, she got an award certificate. It's partially filled. That's so cool. This one is another, that's S&H. I remember my mother doing S&H green stamps. She'd have all the stamps were all loose like this, and then she'd pull out the books, and we'd sit there and put the stamps in the books, and yeah, it was fun. Oh, these would be fun to use. Some blank ones there, and then all these stamps. Very cool. I don't know what the orange ones are. They must have been from a, they're not S&H, they're plaid stamps. I'm going to guess that was the same type of thing as S&H. Get all these in the back in the bag here. There's a lot of them here. How fun. I gotta think of a good, something fun to do with them though. You know, I pick up these things because they look fun, and then I don't know what to do with them. There's a Winn-Dixie one. Super bonus stamp. Just one, I think. Isn't it too bad that they don't do this kind of stuff anymore? It was so much fun. Collect the stamps, and you get to redeem them for some really cool stuff. Okay. And next I have this. It says Christmas buttons, but it's not Christmas buttons. I paid $3 for this jar. And I've already gone through it. There's not like tons of stuff in here. I don't know if you can see. Not a lot. There's some snaps. And these are all just newer buttons on cards. This has a few pink buttons and some beads in it. And this box has some buttons. I do not know if these are, what do you call it? That material that's that's not plastic. It's oh darn it. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know. My mother will know if these are. This feels like it's plastic though. So I'm going to take these to her and have her take a look at them. They're the only ones in here that look like they might be vintage. So I'll find out about those. If not, they'll just get thrown in with my other buttons. What am I trying to think of? You know what I'm talking about. It'll come to me when I'm in the middle of something else. Okay, now I'm digging into the bag down here. Let's see what I have. Oh, these were at a thrift store. And they are just fat quarters. They were 50 cents each. So they're pretty. I really like the colors. They're nice, new, clean. Probably came from Walmart. 50 cents each though. That's pretty good. They'll make really pretty spines. I got this whole basket for $2. And it is just fabric scraps. Some of them are, you know, super cute. Some of them just plain. There's a little bit of burlap in here. There's some Christmas fabric. There's some squares quilted together. There's just a variety of stuff in here. Some interesting, pretty colors. Some Christmassy looking stuff. Oh, there was this. It's got buffaloes on it. That'll be cool for my Western journal. This has got like travel stuff. So there's a variety. And so I figured this was worth the zebra print. And some stuff that I'll probably, it feels yucky. I don't like the texture of that. Stuff I'll probably throw out. But oh, here's a little bit of gimp. So that I think was worth a couple of bucks. There's some pretty stuff in there. Yeah. Little paw prints. It's cute. And the basket. So this helps to have a little storage basket there. All right, next we have, oh, my bag is tearing apart. A couple of Reader's Digest books, which again, I don't need them, but if I see something that's different, I'll pick it up. I just like the color of this one. I thought that was really pretty. And this one, I also like the color of it. It's purple. And let me see, what else do I have here? Oh, some stationery with birds on it, which I wish I had remembered that I had because I just finished a bird journal. It's really pretty, and it's textured like a linen look. It's really pretty, and the envelopes have birdhouses and a feather on the back. Those are pretty. I don't usually pay, I paid $2 for this. I don't usually pay that much for stationery at thrift stores or estate sales, but I thought that that was extra nice, so I did pay that much for it. I know I sound like a cheapskate, but believe me, when you can get this stuff for a lot less than that, you know how when you know how little you can get it for, you don't like to pay that much. You know what I mean? It's not necessary to pay that much if you know you can get it somewhere else. And none of this is anything that I need, so I don't have to pay that much. Okay, this is just a bag of bags. I know that's silly, but I use these, you know, if I'm sending somebody some little things in a swap, or if I'm selling little things in my Etsy shop or something, these bags come in very, very handy, and they were $1. So this is an old Butterflies of America book. I am so sorry, my camera keeps moving on me, and I have it as tight as it can go in the little holder thingy, and it still keeps moving. Let me see if this has any kind of a date in it. It has a troop number, so I'm guessing this was copyright 1934. And it's held together with duct tape. So I'm not concerned about, you know, it's all falling apart, so This one I feel free to cut up. And look at how perfectly aged these pictures are. I just love it. They're not like super, super bright in color, but if I'm doing a journal that I want toned down and aged a bit, these are perfect. And why did I buy this? Oh, I know why I bought this. Okay, this is I don't even know what it is. Oh, you know what this is? This is like a card holder. Like you put, you list birth dates and stuff in there. And then there's a pocket where you can store cards that you're going to, I don't know, send to those people on their birth dates. And the reason that I got this, a couple of reasons. One, it is Marjolaine Baston's artwork, which I absolutely love. These pages here with the lines can be used, you know, on the back of a journal card, as page itself or whatever. And then all these beautiful illustrations that she's got. Look at that. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And there's pockets. So there's a lot of things in this book that I can use. And it's got tabs over here. It's for, oh goodness, somebody's address is used in this book. Address pages, but there's more illustrations. Oh goodness, a card and a letter. You never know what you're gonna find. But it's, look at how pretty that is. Just gorgeous stuff in here. And photographs of prints. I don't know what those are. I'm going to throw those away. So, yeah. That's a fun book. Okay, then I have another basket. This came from the same estate sale. And I don't remember what was actually in the basket itself. I don't think this was separate. It might have been this and this in the basket. These are artist colored pencils. And I think all but one is there. Yeah, and they're really nice colored pencils. So, and this was just a little bag of all kinds of things, and I got it for mostly for the needlework because my mother collects the needlebooks and I like to pick them up for her. Let's see if it's a nice one. Yeah, some gunky on there, but that's all right. I don't think she has that one. And this is a, love this little container. Oh, well, so much for that. It is not cloth, it's plastic. But that's all right. You can always use one of these. It's an old thimble with some gunk inside it. I don't know about that. A few old buttons. We got, that's cool, a needle threader from Sunbeam Bread. That's probably pretty old. It's kind of cool. Some hook and eyes. A variety of buttons and pins. A protractor, which kept poking out of the bag and thought I was going to poke myself with it. A little sewing kit. Perfect run arresters. Moisten run arrestor thoroughly and apply liberally to both ends of run in stocking. Will remain fixed until washed. How cool is that? And a little thread. Wow. Office Appliance Company, Dick Lowe, proprietor. Wow. He must have given these away. I wonder how old this is. This is cool. For runs in your stockings. That's pretty cool. I don't know. Did you see that? Oh, my finger's in the way. I don't know if you can see that. I think that's pretty cool. What else we got here? A nasty finger thingy. Throw that away. And there's a few buttons. Button threader. Nothing spectacular in there, but that's okay. I got it for that. And that run thing, that runner, what was it called? Run arresters. That's kind of cool. I've never seen anything like that before. To show that to my mother, see if she remembers those. Fun stuff. I like getting little bags and boxes and goodies and jars and canisters of different things to poke through. Find little surprises like that. That's so fun. Okay, so the rest of the things that were in this little basket are these. And I thought that some of these would make really cute journal covers. There's a puppy and a kitty. And that's a Christmas one. You can see that. And there's all kinds of them in here. That's another Christmas one. Now, I don't know what these are for. Again, if you know what these are for, tell me in the comments below. I'm assuming it's some kind of a craft, some kind of needlework. But do you sew around them? Do some kind of needle art on them? I don't know. I don't know what you would do with these. And then I'm guessing you make a pillow or something? I don't know. That'd be cute for a circus journal. So there's a whole bunch of them in here. There's a monkey, a duck, another dog, another elephant, a mouse, a cat, a lion, a clown. So this one is a Home Sweet Home. That's cute. And a bunny. That bunny is pretty. It's really big though, so I'm not sure how I would use that. Might have bought something that I'll probably will never use because I don't know how to use them, but hey, that's very typical. Okay, a few more things. I think all those last. Another jar of buttons. I have a jar of buttons. Paid $3 for. I'm usually kind of picky on the buttons now because I do have a lot of them, and a lot of times you pay for a jar of buttons and there's really not too much in there that you can use. But this one looked like there was a few things. They looked pretty vintage. I have not dumped this jar out and gone through it yet, so I don't really know what's in here, but there do appear to be a few things that I would use. And a few things that I won't use. And if I don't use them, what's all this stuff? If I don't use them, they go into another jar and I will sell them at a yard sale. Look at that one. That's interesting. Oh, can you see that? It's like got a bead on the top and then a flower and then a flat button. That's kind of cool. What is this? Is this jade? What is that? It's too small to be a ring. Can you see? What is it? I don't know. But it's cold. It's stone. It's not plastic. That's jade. Interesting. What's this one? This is a metal button. It's got a company name on it, but I can't read it, what it is. There was something I saw in here as I was flipping through that I wanted to look at. What was it? Here. I can get my fingers in there. This. It's a little key. It says metal box. Oh, I wonder where the metal box went to. And look at that. It's little keys with a little tiny lock. Does it work? I don't know if it works. Made in the USA. It's got the name of a company on it. But I can't read what it says. That's interesting. There's another little lock. I don't know if one of those keys goes to that one. So, yeah, there's a few things in here that I think I'll use. It'll be fun looking through it, though, because there's always treasures in here, especially if it's something that hasn't been gone through. You know, like if these... Did I get this? Yeah, I got this at an estate sale. You know, if the estate sale didn't go through it, or if somebody just gave the jar as is to a thrift store and they just stuck it out there and didn't pay any attention to it, you can find some treasures in them sometimes. Generally, if you buy a jar of buttons at a flea market, usually they have been gone through and things have been taken out of them. And a lot of times it's just a bunch of plastic buttons. I can't read what this says. This is some kind of a coin. Opening of new building, savings and commercial banking, safe deposit boxes, 1905. Homewood People's Bank, Pittsburgh, PA. Wow, it's from 1905. It's copper, like a penny. Cool. See, so sometimes you find some really cool, fun stuff in these jars if they haven't been gone through. So, what I look for when I'm picking up a jar is to see if there's a variety of things in the jar. If there's lint in the jar, if there's what appears to be junk in the jar with the buttons, then you know that the jar probably has not been gone through. Oh, that hurt. I'm sorry. Hold on one second. So, if the jar has not been gone through, then chances are you're going to find some better buttons in there. So just as a little hint as to what to look for when buying the jar buttons. Sorry about that little interruption there. I have something wrong with my wrist. I don't know if it's a tendonitis or something like that. I don't think it's carpal tunnel, but I think it's because it's in one spot right here. And twisting the jar, I twisted my wrist the wrong way, and it hurt, and it still hurts. So, but that's all right. It'll go away in a minute. These I got. These are brand new, not brand new. They're old, but never used. Children's workbooks, and they are from. And I did not pay $8 for them. I think I paid $1 each. 1951 is the latest publishing date on them. and they're not used. And they have this gorgeous aging around the edges of them. So, look at this. How perfect would that be as a signature page? And it's got some illustrations. So there's that one and this one here, my word book. And this one is from 1954. I just want to go through them and fill them all in. I do. I want to play in them, but I won't do that. This is a drawing book. I like picking up the drawing books because of the illustrations in them. I think that they are just awesome. This has got a whole bunch of different nature themed stuff in it. And then almost done. Oh, I got this at a yard sale. It's a Leonard Skinner songbook. I got it for the music pages, but I just thought it was cool that it was Leonard Skinner, and there's some pictures in here. I don't know what I would use the pictures of Leonard Skinner for, but I just thought it was, cool. It's in rough shape, so it's not worth anything. I'll cut that up and use it. This is another drawing book, How to Draw and Paint. This one is Figures in Action. And again, it's got, better go through that quickly. It's got figures in it. There. Aren't those pretty? I think they're so pretty. Might have to be for my erotica book or something. And then I picked up 2 more of these. I know you've seen me get these kind of how to draw paint books, and they're long, so they're perfect for signatures. And oh my goodness, look at the stuff in these books. This one is Barnyards and Billy Goats. Look. How awesome. How awesome are these books? These are like my favorite pages to put in junk journals. They're just my absolute favorite. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, you can't see this one. Look at the bottom of the page. They're awesome. So there was that one, and then Ducks and Geese. And look. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see the whole thing. They're just, even like these. That's a really good signature page, because it's a drawing, and it can be the background of anything. I love these books. So I found those, and I grab those up whenever I find them. And then the last thing I have is, of course, my signature items. These are, well, you know what they are. They're playing cards. But this one is a little kitty and a doggy. Are they adorable? Those were so cute. These little Scotty dogs. Now, I know that there are collectors of playing cards. Well, I guess I should consider myself a collector of playing cards, because I do have a million of them. I love the old ones. I don't think they have any real value or worth or anything, but I'm always conflicted. I want to use these in my journals, but if these are full decks of cards, I hate to break them up. I have been using them, but then there's others that I haven't. I've set them kind of aside because I just hate to break them up. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm ever going to do with them. These I don't mind because they're newer. They're not vintage. You know, they're glossy, and I don't know if the whole decks are here. Now this is two different ones. I did look at these. Here's the other one. So it's, what is it, hydrangea? And then one with a dragonfly on it. Those are really pretty. So these I don't mind using because they're, like I said, they're not that old. They're newer, they're glossy, and I say glossy because that indicates to me that they're newer. So I don't mind using these, but it's these old ones like this that I have a hard time using. So I don't know. I'll just keep collecting them, I guess. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe, like, all that other stuff. Thank you for subscribers. As of today, when I'm filming this, I have 193 subscribers. Thank you all. That's awesome. I never thought that I'd have more than 10. So I think that that's really cool. And I'm glad you like my my hauls and the other little videos that I put out here. It's a lot of fun making them. So thank you very much. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.